If you're looking for luxury new construction here in the Kansas City Northland with a reverse 1.5 story layout, finished walkout basement, and a private lot backing to trees, you're going to want to watch this whole home tour. Today we are touring the Elm II by Aspen Homes here at Cadence, a community in the Northland of Kansas City, Missouri, just minutes from shopping, parks, and major highway corridors. I will be showcasing the Elm, not the Elm II, on the very near future on my channel. So if you're interested in seeing more homes like this one, or just looking to get a first look at all of the newest communities, floor plans, and buyer incentives here in Kansas City and the surrounding suburbs, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification. I have great relationships with many builders and builders agents here in the area. And in this market, sometimes it's about who you know, not just what you see online. For example, Aspen Homes just ran a promotion in Cadence that has since ran its course, but offering $25,000 to cover closing costs, rate buy down, or reduction from the purchase price. So if you want to know about other builder promotions, here's my information. Text or call me because they often don't last long. All right, back to the Elm II. It's a 5-bedroom, 3 full bathroom with 3,222 square feet of finished living space and a 3-car garage, all situated on a premium walkout lot, backing to green space, priced at $720,000. And the best part is this Elm II plan was the former model home, now available for sale, so it has tons of upgrades. Let's go check it out. I want to talk a little bit about this community that this Elm II is located in. Cadence is a community in the Northland of Kansas City, Missouri, just off of Highway 152 and Platte Purchase Drive. It makes it incredibly convenient for commuting around the Kansas City Metro. You're also just minutes away from Platte Purchase Park, shopping and dining along Berry Road, and quick access to Interstate 35 and Highway 169. Cadence is part of the Hunt Midwest communities, and residents here enjoy amenities including a community swimming pool, walking trails, nearby parks and green space, all covered by your annual HOA dues of $650. This home is located in the North Kansas City School District, Staley High School specifically, which is an award-winning school district in the Kansas City Northland. And in the description below, I will leave a link for public reviews of the school so you can see what alumni, teachers, parents, and students have to say about the school. Here's the front of the Elm II by Aspen Homes. You have a combination of stucco, as well as some nice wood trim, and kind of a brick stone facade. It is a reverse 1.5 story design. So that means it typically has an office space on the main level, maybe another bedroom, but main level master always with the reverse 1.5. Nice, clean, upscale architectural look. Nice covered front porch. And I do like the wood accents. It contrasts well with that neutral colored stucco. And on these front doors, you do have kind of the textured glass look. So here's first look inside the home. You do have modern black and gold light fixture, and you do have office right off of the entryway. This is technically a bedroom. Oftentimes I see people use this as an office space. Here's what the closet looks like for reference. You do have the French doors with glass frame and magnetic closure, so not that loud thumping like those lock pin doors. Have coat closet. And on this Elm II, I love big wall of windows. So as soon as you walk in, you have these soaring ceilings. It just makes you want to come in and hang out. Very welcoming. So starting here, the living room of this great room. You have your custom built-ins. With a really cool marbled, fluted tile on this fireplace. Nice warm wood mantle. Matching built-in on this other side. And there is your covered back porch. Again, tons of natural light, lots of windows here, which I personally love. Nice quartz countertops with really neat veining. You have your vertical slat accents on the side of the island. Very deep basin sink, which I love. And I love the contrast in this warm wood island in the cabinets with the white cabinets inside. Take a look at the pantry here. It does have automatic lights. Let's check out the primary suite first. Gorgeous tray ceiling design. This appears to be a king-size bed. Still plenty of room on either side for nightstand. It is already set up in the way that there are outlets on either side for your nightstands to plug in your phones, whatever else you need. Here's your primary bath. Nice warm tones. Quartz countertop. Matching mirror trim to the vanity. Private commode room. And here is your glass enclosure shower. It is zero entry. Very nice gold shower materials with floor to ceiling tile. Here is your walk-in closet. Automatic lights again. Here is your hallway bath. This gives you a little bit of an idea of how much space you have between your neighbors. think the basement of this home is really where the entertainment space shines. Of course, I love the main level. Massive soaring ceilings, of course. Great for entertainment. You have kind of this main congregating area, plenty of room in the living room, ample space at this eat-in kitchen. Yeah, a massive table. If you're watching this video and you're thinking about buying a new construction home here in Kansas City or touring a new community for the first time, do me a favor. Give me a call or shoot me a text. I'd be honored to go with you on that very first visit and help guide you through the process. And if you already have a realtor, that's totally fine too. Just make sure they go with you on that first visit. And the reason that matters is if you go tour a new community for the first time without your agent, the builder's agent may assume that you're unrepresented. Builder's agents, of course, represent the builder's best interest only, while a buyer's agent represents you in your best interest. Our job is to help you negotiate on your behalf, guide you through the building process, protect your best interest at all times throughout the transaction. Of course, keep the builder accountable as well. And I get a lot of questions, Sam, if you help me, if you represent me, if I buy a new construction home, do I have to pay your buyer's agent compensation? And in all the new construction transactions that I've done, the builder has actually covered 100% of my compensation, which means my buyer client has not paid a dime for full representation. I do like that it has a little nook here for a fridge or a deep freeze. That way you still have ample room to open your car doors and a fridge isn't getting in the way. Do have nice little mud room here. Get your shoes off, hang up your coats, your shoes, your hats. Okay, let's go check out the finished basement. And it is a walkout. You see some blue tape spots. If you've never bought a new home before, if there's any cosmetic issues before you close, we go through, put some blue tape on it. That way they know there's something to be touched up. Okay, here's your walkout basement. This is what I like to call the Chief's room. A lot of space for entertainment. Of course, you have a wet bar, nice floating shelves, the matching warm wood tones throughout the house. And one thing I really appreciate is that they included stairs from the main level back patio. That way, the party can be extended away from that main level. And again, you have the flow of people coming from upstairs to downstairs. They don't feel confined to one area. Let's check out the additional bedrooms. You do have your egress window with French door magnetic closures. Notice that it's not as clunky as the typical door pins. There's one more bedroom here. This is a very, very spacious room. Just a little bit bigger than that last one we looked at. And we'll compare closet size as well. Similar in size. I would say this one may be a little bit smaller than that last one. Here's the bathroom. I really appreciate that builders are bringing back wood tones. For a while there, it was just black, white, gray, black, white, gray, black, white, gray. So I like that they're adding some color and adding in some tasteful wood tones. There's very tall ceilings in here. Let's look at the unfinished portion. For extra storage, of course, you have your utilities. It does have a humidifier built into the furnace, which is great in the winter time, adding a little bit of humidity to the air so you don't have as much static shock. It's getting bad this time of year. You do have tankless water heater as well, so you don't have to worry about running out of water like you would running out of hot water with a traditional tank water heater. So plenty of space to set up large storage shelves or anything else that you need. You keep the Christmas tree out of the way. One more look at this basement, because the natural light here in a basement, this does not have a basement feel. Even some walkout basements, they feel very dull. They feel very dark. And I think they did a great job with all of the windows, making it nice and bright. I know some people who are watching this, they live in areas that they don't even have basements. So that's a whole new discovery. And if you have any questions on the difference between a daylight, a walkout, or just a basement, standard basement, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Okay, that wraps it up here for our tour of the Elm II by Aspen Homes here at Cadence in the Northland. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I want to ask you a question. I work with a lot of clients relocating from states like California, New York, Florida, Texas. And I'm always curious how Kansas City compares. If this exact home existed in your state, we picked it up, moved it to your state that you're watching from, how much would it cost there? Comment below what state you're watching from and what you think this home would cost in your market. And if you're thinking about buying, building, or relocating to the Kansas City suburbs, I'd love to help guide you through the process. All my information is throughout this video and in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.